All right, and pardon the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, but we are back with Love of the Gamers coverage of the Egret II, which you're going to have to see here, SCHWAG, is a pretty beautiful beast when it's lit up, is what I got to say here. You can't see too well. My white balance is set to autocorrect, but when I turned it on, this was nice. The marquee is nicely lit. Video's doing it no justice here. Zero justice. There's no justice.
I can see it, but I can imagine it though.
Anyway,
my mind's eye.
Your imagination could run wild with you if you let it.
It often does. But
Sorry, we're getting reestablished here. Once again, live. That's how we do things. Generally, how we do things around here.
I'm usually pre-recorded, but Tony's often live.
I'm always live. I go live. I go live all the time. All right, now we're reestablished. And SCHWAG, wait, you said something, right? Say something.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That means I'm just checking audio levels. The oldest trick in the book. Say you know. There we go. All right, we're back in. Oh yes, and we do got SCHWAG on here, so that's the important part. So yeah, I just booted her up and she is on. So let's check her out. You'll be able to see what we're working with here.
Excited.
So boom. All right. First, I just plugged her in, choosing language. So I'm gonna go with English, even though I bought it in Japan. Oh wow. All right. Immediately to a menu. So once again, yeah, the Egret II's it's a M2 on all these. So we got initial list starting. I think looks like chronological for now. So. And let us know how that sound quality is out there. But okay, so let's go through it. Yeah, I got Space Invaders. We're going down. We got Lunar Rescue. Everyone knows Space Invaders. I don't really know Lunar Rescue. I've seen it, but I don't really have memories of playing it. Steel Worker. All right, these are more like Atari level, like early arcade stuff. I got Lupin III. All right, based on the license of the same name by successful anime, I'm sure. Quicks.
It's just like it.
I remember playing Quicks on Game Boy back in the day, if I'm not mistaken. There was some sort of version of it. Yeah, it's like about like cutting holes, like, I don't know. Checking it out there. Just a little demo thing. Okay, Pirate Pete. I have no Pirate Pete memories.
Doesn't ring a bell, yeah.
Know the name. Adventure Canoe. That's looks adventurous. Elevator Action's great. That game actually still holds up to this day, I would say. Big fan of Elevator Action. Chack and Pop. Yeah. I've only played that a little bit, but I'm actually stoked to jump in and give that a shot. It's got a lot of the same like Bobble character-y sprites.
Oh.
Outer Zone. Oh yeah, Outer Zone looked cool. Kind of the first one of the isometric view looking games, if I'm not using that term incorrectly.
Oh yeah.
Fairyland Story.
I'd give that a shot.
Fairyland Story, I know that one. The Legend of Kage, or Cage, depending on what country you're reading it from. You got Halley's Comet. Oh yeah, shooter. Yeah, Halley's Comet I've never played, but it's it's supposed to be a good shooter. Looks cool. Bubble Bobble.
Oh whoa, look at that.
Yeah. We got Kiki Kai Poo Poo Pee Pee. Looks like a Pokey and Rocky game. I have no knowledge of this one, but it very much looks like that style. It's like shooter, like a Guange style. Looks cool. Yeah, it says 1986 on that one. We got Scramble Formation, another vertical shooter, which I'm eager to tate the screen at some point. Rastan Saga. I don't know this game, but it looks like a Conan the Barbarian style game. Kyoku Tiger. Another shooter. Awesome. I like more shooters. This is
sweet, yeah.
Let's say what year on this one. Don't say the year on that one. Rhyme Eyes. I don't know Rhyme Eyes necessarily, but looks like a Pac-Man mixed with Xevious style or something. Yes, Rainbow Island Extra. I've actually like barely ever played these games. The graphics on this look really good. I'm excited to play that. So Rainbow Island I played only a little bit of on original NES. I remember renting it. Boy, yeah, so it was mostly for me the Bubble Bobble and Rainbow Island series being on here. Yeah, that looks great. Got me really stoked. Oh yeah, New Zealand Story. Okay, New Zealand story. I've always wanted to play more of that. I only played it.
Same. That's cool.
Yeah. Tatsujin, a shooter. Looks very cool. I don't know Tatsujin, but I'll be stoked. Don Doko Don. Looks like, again, a Bubble Bobble style game. Looks like more in the 16-bit style graphic. I am down for this. This looks great. I have no idea what this is, but I'm all for it. Bullfied. Yes, that looks cool. I don't know what it is. A game called Violence Fight. Now that's something. I definitely am down for a violence fight. Looks like a
Usually
final fight mixed with Street Fighter. Kadash. Looks like a what's that game by Neo Geo? Magician's Lord or something.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Looks like that. Mizubaku Adventure. This game's actually really cool. It's called Liquid Kids. It's recently on the arcade archives on Nintendo Switch and PS4/5. But it's a really cool arcade, like side-scrolling adventure, kind of with a Bubble Bobble-ish mechanic. But yeah, I downloaded it. It's like $7.99 on the US eShop. Similarly priced elsewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, worth it. But yes, that's cool that that's on here too. A lot of the stuff, again, because the arcade archives not too long ago, they got Taito on board, the Hamster Corporation who does all those ports. They do a really good job up there with them too. So like their games, at least, like, I mean, the UI is all pretty bare bones, but it's the game like in its purest form, made for HD TVs. Gun Frontier, don't know Gun Frontier. Looks cool, a shooter. Run Arc, cool, a side scroller I don't know anything about. Looks kind of like a Deca Dynamite, like. Yeah, or, you know, beat 'em up. Wow, guy lifting a car, that looks awesome. Hat Trick Hero for all you football soccer fans. The Ninja Kids, don't know this, but it's like a beat 'em up with Ninja Kids. Looks kind of funny. It's just a ninja beating up a bunch of black people for some reason. We'll get into that later. Okay, Metal
Great,
Black.
here we go.
Oh, okay, Metal Black. Yeah, I've heard about Metal Black. It's a cool, like Gradius style vertical shooter. Very awesome. Or horizontal shooter, rather. Ray Force, another cool vertical shooter. Wow, there's so many shooters on here. I'm so stoked. Wow. I had looked at the list, but I was just like blinded by the games I knew that I was stoked on, but there's a lot of here that I'm going to jump into. Kaiser Knuckle. Don't know Kaiser Knuckle. Loading up. Okay, it's a fighter. I know Kaiser Knuckle is an attack that I thought Terry Bogard used to say. No, that's Rising. Darius. We actually have Darius Gaiden. All right, cool. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Very cool looking Darius game. Yes, Bubble Symphony.
Yep.
So this is a game I played once on my first trip to Japan in the year 2000. It was 99,
Oh, wow.
2000. Anyway, yeah, it was me and a friend of the show, TT. But we went to an arcade and were blown away. But I remember seeing Bubble Symphony and playing that like. Back then it was shockingly 100 yen, like $1 was the credit, which it still is at a lot of arcades, but like, you know, whereas you go from paying 25 cents, so I pumped like what was then a lot of money for me, like as a young broke kid, like $5 to $10 into playing Bubble Symphony, so I want to play that finally without having to cough up the bucks. Elevator Action Returns, never played it, looks really cool. A graphical upgrade with elevator action. I'm down. Wow, looks really cool. Bubble Bobble, or Puzzle Bobble 2X, that's awesome. So yeah, also Puzzle Bobble 1, aka Bust a Move, is on Arcade Archives, and they also got Puzzle Bobble Bust a Move 2 on there, but this one I'm stoked to play. Puzzle Bobble's always great. We got, oh yeah, Bubble Memories, alright, yes, the ultimate, like, I think this only had a port that was on Sega Saturn. Yeah, Bubble Symphony, or Bubble Memories here. It's like a very nice graphic looking. Yeah, this looks like a game I'm really stoked to play. Bubble Bobble. And then we got, I think last on here, Don Kuga, which also looks like a fighter similar to that Kaiser Knuckle game, I guess. Actually looks to have the same characters in it, so. Wow, that's cool. So it goes from 78 up to 94 on here. And again, we got an SD card expansion on the side to jump in on stuff. I guess let me just jump in for Bubble Bobble first, just for like the meat of testing how this arcade stick feels. So far it's like quite responsive and like the buttons feel nice and clicky, so let's go. Bubble Bobble, here we go. Bubble Bobble, blow bubbles to catch bullies, then burst them with your spines. Defeat all the bullies over 100+ rounds and guide Bub and Bob to reach the true ending. Jesus Christ. Okay, we got some options, A and B. Yes, I'm gonna start a file, sure. Okay, wait, let me check my screen settings here too. All right, so it's automatically got some filter on here that I'm not in love with. And that border, as cool as it is, I usually like the no borders, so. Let's see what we got here. Back to game, back to top. Go back to top menu. Unsaved progress will be lost. Yes, I'm willing to risk that. Console settings. E. What is E? Okay, there we go. I guessed what E was. I think I guessed right. Volume, yeah. HDMI wide is off. I don't know what that quite means. HDMI wallpaper. No. Okay, wide means it would stretch it. Yeah, that's good. I definitely would want that off. Go wallpaper off for now. Filter off. That's it. That's all my filter off. Looked like it was on. I don't know. Looked like it was on. Right. Goodness. Just checking all my buttons. So you still with me there, Schwaggerl?
Just watching this with you.
Okay.
Looking pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Seen that Egret too.
Oh, that was a favorite. Let me see. D. Oh, that's D. Okay. Getting it. That's a favorite for sure. Bubble Bobble. Alright, let's go into it. Let's see what we're working with. Game settings. E. Tracks and game difficulty. I'm just going to leave all the game settings. I'm just checking what we got. We got number of players, which I don't want to do. Bonus points. No. Game difficulty. It says B. I'll keep that default. The track sound on. Yes. Alright. B back. And, yes. Let's go. A-okay. So I turned off the wallpaper. Still looks a little blurry for some reason on the plugin on that. Maybe there's a setting... Again, I like the pixels to be nice and crispy.
Yeah, like you could poke yourself on them.
Yeah. Hold on here. Let me just give it a play before I poo-poo anything too hard. Alright. I mean, sure, it looks fine to the normal guy, but I'm being critical here. Where's my screen settings? Controls feel very good though. I'm not gonna deny that so far. Alright. Oh, I want those popsicles. Oh, I wish you could play on here, Schwag.
Yeah, I know. That'd be cool. Ooh. Get the popsicle.
It's a little smaller, sorry. Forgive my life. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I die? Get the screen situated is a priority or something. Alright.
Not that butterfly.
Not on my watch. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh boy. Sorry. Pardon the on-the-fly changes here. Trying to get us situated for a new console, new console, whole new world, whole new life, whole new life.
Whole new console generation.
All right, we're in on this. All right, so let me see. That's all good. I'm wondering. Just gonna search real quick about screen settings. There's probably, I mean, again, this just released today, so I don't think there's a whole lot of information out there right now more than what I have. Let me just search one thing. I want to confirm. Egrets II Mini. M2. Confirming that we did have M2 working on all of this. This is what I... Doing all this live.
Yep, no, it's all good. Figuring this out as we go.
Yes, it's a touch and go world that we live in, ladies and gentlemen. Shout outs for joining on here. Yeah, anyway, I'm pretty certain on that. I gotta search more in Japanese. Anyway, I'm gonna take one more look at this, these settings here. I'm gonna go back to top menu. Pardon my mess here, SCHWAG. Lots of settings.
Well, this time.
It's HDMI. Console settings wide. Okay, that's for Tate mode. I get it. I see. Filter. Let's say filter on because it looked like there was a filter on. Maybe they got that wrong for some reason.
Maybe it did, yeah.
Embarrassing. Embarrassed. I'm surprised I can't adjust the screen size or anything too. That's to adjust for my monitor girth. Okay, yeah, so they did have it backwards. I turned the filter on, and now it's like the way I like it, no filtered, nice, crispy looking.
Oh, yeah, that looks the way it should.
So okay, I'm sure they'll update this. Like again, this is something they could continue to update. But yeah, they bare bones on it. But okay, I figured they'd have a way to do it like that. So we've seen Bubble Bobble before. Should I just jump to a different game, SCHWAG, or should I mean, we could. Let me see what we got.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like seeing the Bubble Bobble.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a test run of Bubble Bobble. You talked me into it.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's much crispier. You have to make it bigger on here at least for enjoyment of volume. Oops.
Whoopsie doodle.
Justin screams live. You talked me into this.
Look at that chicken noise.
Who you calling chicken? Sorry. Getting optimal chicken leg and stuff. Alright. Bobby Bubs. Damn, yeah, I wish I could have you play with me on this right now, SCHWAG. Yeah, okay, it looks good. It does feel good. I'm enjoying it a lot more. Just sorry, my crispy pixels are something I do enjoy in these games. But yeah, Bubble Bobble. I have it on, oddly enough, it's not on Switch Arcade Archives Virtual Console, but you can get it on PlayStation, the same good Arcade Archives version of it. But I don't know why that is. I know it's unlockable in that newer Bubble Bobble 4 game. So maybe like they held back the release of it just to promote sales of Bubble Bobble 4 because it has Bubble Bobble 1 unlockable in it. Ooh, I want that D. Oh, he got raging. Do love that death animation. I don't know if you saw, by the way, in game-related news, SCHWAG, they had a Pokemon Direct the other day.
I did, yes.
To the surprise of most people, including me. Oh, look at all those beers. Yes, this is the Japanese version. I love it. Yes. Oh, I wasted 1 beer, but I'm not going to waste 2. Shit, I wasted 2 beers. I hate it when people just leave beers on the table. But anyway, yeah, the Pokemon Direct, yeah, I don't know if you saw, but it did announce, surprisingly, the next-gen Pokemon game, which is to come out probably in November or something, but they said by the end of this year. But it's looking very cool. It's based on a region that's based on Spain. Kind of, the last one was based on, like, England and Scotland, Pokemon Sword Shield. This newer one that's out that I've been raving about to you, Pokemon Legends Arceus, that one's set back in the Japan Hokkaido area of Shino, which Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was set in, but it's like takes you back in time on that one, so it's very cool. And then, yeah, this one takes you to a Spain-Portugal looking setting. It's open world, they confirmed, and I don't know, again, it looks like it'll probably end up applying the best of Pokemon Legends Arceus with Sword and Shield, like the more traditional battle style, so yeah, I'm super stoked to see what they got going, and I'm very happy that Pokemon Sword and Shield's almost 4 years old, I think, so it's like, you know, it's good to have a new main series Pokemon game coming out. And then through the Pokemon Home app, everything's together, and you can transfer your Pokemon from the old games to the new games, and like, so, again, the story goes on, it's great, so I'm very stoked for that.
Yeah, I saw the new Pokemon and they look kind of cool. What do you think of the new?
Yeah. So
starter?
that's what started me on it, I guess, is because the fire type starter looks like kind of like Bub, a mix between like Bub and Totodile from like Gold Silver, and I love it. I'm not really crazy about the cat that people seem to be loving, the weed cat as they're calling it. It looks like kind of like a fake Pokemon design in my opinion, but then I don't know, I can't remember all their names. They did say their names, which are very cool, like kind of Spanish sounding names. But yeah, the fire crocodile, he's my choice of looking like the coolest. And then, what was the third one? It was, shit, I'll bring him up. Oh no, it was a duck, like a duck with like a water pompadour. So people are loving that duck. People are loving all three of them really, but I'm on team crocodile. But there is a big popular thing in the Pokemon community on Twitter I've seen where they're talking about that. Like, please, I've seen things going around saying, please don't let them evolve into just bipedal, like, humanoid-looking things, which I really agree. I like my Pokemon to be more creature-based than humanoid-based, so that's one opinion. I'm like, yeah, like, again, they had, like, Litten from the Sun and Moon game, who has evolved into, as you've seen from Smash Brothers, Incineroar, the human-looking big cat guy, but not my favorite Pokemon design, I would say. But... Oh, did I lose your swag? You still there? Oh, I hope I didn't lose you. Oh, I think I lost him. I lost swag. Oh, jeez. Back to top menu anyway. Oh, I hear a voice cracking from the background. You all right there, buddy?
The voice in your head again? Or
oh, there you go. Are you hearing me live?
I'm hearing you live.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump into Rainbow Island now. So let's go Rainbow Island. So Rainbow Island was the sequel to Bubble and Bobble, Bubble Bobble, Rainbow Project. So it's the story of Bub and Bob who were turned into dragons. They're now being turned back into humans, and they still got to do something. I don't know what the extra version means. Look it up on Wikipedia. What am I? The definition guy? Only one player button, that's all I need. Player. Alright, I forgot. Yeah, it progresses with this, like, kind of overworld map. Alright, okay, so the graphics on this one are kind of a high-level 8-bit. So this seems to be, like, again, I guess the NES one is either based on this or the other way around. This is what I remember from playing on the NES one so far.
Yeah, okay.
It was an odd choice by Taito to ditch the great design of Bub and Bob and replace them with, like, little Dutch boy-looking characters with the same eyes. I guess with the change in gameplay mechanics, they were taking some risks. So again, instead of blowing bubbles, I shoot rainbows now. There's definitely lore I can search by. Like, I still get vegetables, damn it. And I walk over the rainbows, so I've killed myself twice walking over my own rainbow. I'll get into it more. I'm definitely going to end up playing a lot more of these games and stuff. I like these weird... Oh, fuck, I keep rainbowing myself. Wow, that was embarrassing. Well, I'm just doing a taster platter right now, so what do you think, SCHWAG? Should I do one more run of this one, or should I move on?
Try one more run of this. I want to see just a little bit more.
All right.
I think it could be a real fun one once, like, we get into it. Once we kind of remember the rainbow running, so...
So this one, again, doesn't have, on the Egret II doesn't have any online play, but you could plug in the USB controller to do 2 players, which I'm curious to test some of the other USB controllers I have to see if anything would work on that. I'm doubtful, but... So how do I not go over the rainbows? It's, like, really annoying. My rainbows never fade away. Oh, they take a really long time to fade away. Sorry, I'm new to the Rainbow Island game. I didn't mean to insult you all. Alright, yeah, look at all that. Yeah, eating all that cake and stuff. Yeah, give me it all to me, baby. Okay, flowers, yes. Don't forget to get flowers. Oh! Sorry, I'm yelling
flowers
at the mic
for Mom.
like a madman here. I am enjoying Rainbow Island. Physics feel good. It's very bubble-bobbly. It's weird. I didn't realize there was a world of, like, mecha creatures, like, very not cute, like Bubble Bobble. Kind of a serious mood for, like, contrast from being a rainbow shooting Dutch boy. I'm wrong to assume he's Dutch, I'm sure, right? Kind of looks like Lederhosen.
Yeah.
Lederhosen? You're the authority.
Yeah, Lederhosen.
Later.
For you.
Oh shit, it's telling me it had the same bubble hurry up sound. Ooh, I got a diamond though. Yeah, machine gun turrets. Wow, that is a contrast. Ooh, there's water rising. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, this is a cool, weird game.
Oh, yeah, look at that water.
Yeah. All right.
Just got it. Oh.
I am definitely down to play more of this. I'll jump to something else, I guess, for the time being, just to see what we're working with.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I'm definitely going to play more of this. I'm stoked there. All right. New Zealand story. I can play that later. Yeah, I'll keep it on Bubble theme for now. So I'm curious about this Dawn Doku Dawn game. I'm going to go ahead and pop that one on. It looks like Bubble-y. We can play as a weird-looking bearded gnome guy. Let's see. Let's see how weird it gets.
Hopefully pretty weird.
Hopefully. Hopefully for weirdness.
Are they wearing like raccoon skin caps? Like, what are those little like tails coming out of their head?
We're about to find out. This intro screen we got. Okay, it obviously didn't get a US release because it doesn't have any English setting on that. I'm gonna go there. That's cool though. All right.
I like how they move.
Princess in a jar. You know, 3D Super Mario 3D World. They do it first.
There we go.
All right, Mushroom Man. Here we go. Came out the door. Cool, I'm a creep. I like the animation. Got a hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, I smashed the mushroom. Yeah. And then I throw the... Okay, I smash the mushroom. I take his corpse and I throw it at the other guy. I like it. I can get down with that. Oh, he comes to life. Okay, it's like holding the turtle shell in Mario. If I hold the guy too long. So I gotta throw him at something. Throw him at the wall and he turns to grapes. That's a note for you kids. If you hate your mushrooms at home, throw them at the wall. They might turn to grapes. Okay, this is cool. I'm liking this.
Animation's pretty sweet.
Yep, cool animation. Yeah. That's all you really need to get me on board with a lot of these games.
Good 2D animation.
Good 2D animation. Like, didn't see what year it said this one was. Oh, there you go, guy. Use a mushroom that can spit fireballs. I want the tomato. Yeah, Taito just had a good thing going with their side scrollers. Oh, those are some weird trees. Pre-Kirby weirdness. Ooh, I went in the mouth. It came out another side. Wow, that was weird.
Oh, wow.
I like it. Very bubble looking power up there. Oh man, I got a lot of them coming at me. Wow, they're like zombies. Jeez. Look at them all. That's pretty awesome though.
Whoa, there's a lot of them there, buddy.
I want that weird apple more than anything. Shit. Well, it is, yeah, very bubble-bobbly in your progression. The graphics, again, they look like high-level 8-bit. They're not quite 16-bit. 10-bit, somewhere in between. Alright. I'm liking this. I could also get down on this, especially 2 players. I could see this being fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay. Alright, that's cool. We got the gist of that one. I'll jump out of that one. Oop.
At least he goes to heaven.
Yeah, I mean, thank goodness. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah. Vertical shooting games on here are going to be a lot of fun. Mizubaku Adventure, I'll jump on it just to show it to you. It's Liquid Kids on the US eShop. It's released on there too, but it's very cool. Title screen. Kind of let you know the era. Oh, that's good coffee. Good little intro here.
Enjoying that intro.
Kids, there we go. There we go. I like these like Kirby's Dream Land style like little picture animations on here too. Telling the story. Yeah, it's Let's get liquid. So again, I throw water balloons or bubbles. And it's got a very bubble also style physic of like wash them through. You bubble up one guy, and then you can wash them through. But I like that the enemies appear from portals that appear to be hell. These really cute creatures. Like, take a look. Like the next ones that spawn, they come from like a portal opens up and it's like very demonic. Oh, okay, that's my girl that I'm rescuing. So yeah, very cute. You're playing. You're not hippo, by the way. You're a hippo. That's why. Yeah, see, they come from hell. It's like hellspawn. That was literally a bubble bobble power-up thing. There was the lightning bolt that like clears out.
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get that gun. Oh, that gun's just worth 500. Wow, they got a gun for some reason. It's just a bonus item, not even a weapon or anything. Oh, I got a nozzle. What? Oh, okay. He threw up his little ball there. Let me go again here. But yeah, it's more like side-scrolling progression, which is cool. Differentiates it from the Bubble Bobble style, like, level-by-level progression. Damn, that choo-choo train. I want the choo-choo, but I died! I died for my choo-choo. Died for the choo-choo. Alright, shit, I'm still alive.
Oh, no, I'm just watching you do it.
Hell spawns. Hell spawns. There we go. Oh, boy.
Look how slowly those planks.
Oh, wow, I'm burning. Oh. What's that? Slowly, which one?
Oh, that bridge, those planks on the bridge
yeah.
fell.
I'm gonna go one more run on this one. You cool with that?
Yeah, give it a second.
Alright, I think I can get a little further. This is a little further. Gotta put in my initials. What do I look like? While I'm on the subject, that's a good continue screen. That bomb with lips. Really busting my chops.
Yeah, I can't play anything by ear, actually.
What I want. That is not what I want. Sorry. Forgive me as I'm trying to update this information. This one's called Liquid Kids, I believe, eh?
I believe it.
I'll call it Liquid Kids. Done. Updated. Done. All right, here we go. One more run. Liquid Kids. Oops. Keep pressing the select button. Actually, the controller, again, it's a little bit bigger than what the Astro City Mini is, but that, I think, plays well for me. Right player. Yeah, there we go. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Oop, died. Sorry. You know, I'm just going to reset that one. Reset.
Yeah, take a toozy. Take a toozy.
Sorry, adjusting settings, trying to play a game. I gotta do a toozy. Yeah, I like that little picture of him, like with his eyes crossed down at the bottom. Additional life made at 3,000. Oh, that's cool. Deep story, deep lore. I would like to find a vintage plushie of this guy. I'm gonna keep an eye out now at old game stores. Mizu-kun, I think is his name, which Mizu is just water. Double check my information on that one. All right.
I'm doing a deep dive on Wikipedia right now.
Oh, thank you. Actually, that's good. You can be the guy in the chair on this one since you're not playing with me. Like, that would be helpful. Which, by the way, I guess the other game we have been playing the most of both of us has been, of course, most of the world, Elden Ring. No doubt about it. Which, how you been, you of course, yeah, you've been enjoying the Elden Ring. You're playing it on PS4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hard to get a PS5, obviously. Right, like, how you feeling the PS4? Yep. I mean, no complaints on how it's running or anything? Or?
No real complaints. You know, if you wanted to be like a nitpicky type of person, which I'm a little bit less. I mean, I don't even have a 4K TV or anything. So, but yeah, if I had a PS4 Pro, I think that would.
Okay.
Help.
What the loadings? Like in between death? How's the loading time there?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad, but maybe I'm just used to that sort of loading.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not a guy who really complains too much about the SS for some reason. Ugh. Oh no, I'm not too bothered by loading time unless it's really ridiculous in a game, which they tend not to be these days at least. But yeah, I'm playing on the PS5, and it has the solid state drive, the SSD, and it definitely that's the biggest thing I see the difference on. Oh, that's a cute hippo girl. But yeah, the SSD loading is just like super fast in between deaths, and it plays pretty smooth though. Yeah, of course there's sometimes little hiccups. I mean, this game's only been out a couple days. It got patched once so far, but I know so I have no complaints. Like graphically, it's beautiful. Like it's playing super smooth. Like yeah.
Oh yeah.
And for me, like it's my first like Souls style game. Funny, like even we're talking about Elden Ring as we play something else. Everyone's streaming Elden Ring, so like you can see an oversaturation of that. Nobody's playing Liquid Kids Mizuno Daiboken. Oh wow, that's a great animation for dying though. We can still talk about Elden Ring. That's a good screenshot. I like that. All right, I'll jump to another game on this one. I did get further. I will definitely play more of this. I like this game.
Yeah. I'd love to play some of that too.
But how many hours into Elden Ring are you, SCHWAG, would you say?
Just a few so far. I want to say maybe. As I picked it up on Saturday, I want to say it's just about like 4 hours or so.
Oh yeah.
I'm just doing a lot of exploring.
Yeah, I also like I think I realized I put in close to 7 hours now. Get a busy time also, so like jumping on. But I've really enjoyed all the time I've spent with it. But yeah, it's my first Dark Souls style, like one of the From Software games. I played a little bit of Dark Souls 1 and a little bit of Bloodborne, but I was also like preoccupied by other games at the time, and they were both games that I got like when they were like either for free on PSN or just on sale like for nothing. So it's like I didn't buy them at a time where I was hungry to play them, so I never ended up jumping on them, But anyway, despite friends like you and like other friend of the show, Malik's like always telling me I gotta play it and knew like you're gonna like it, but like yeah, I never jumped on, and this was the perfect opportunity actually because I just kind of was finishing up Pokemon Legends like for the meat of it, and like. It's like, yeah, like I'm stoked to see this, but I'm really happy to report that I'm loving the gameplay style. The giant enemies like scare the hell out of me. Like getting killed a bunch the first time was like terrifying, but it's like I've played a lot of Monster Hunter, so the combat kind of reminded me more of Monster Hunter. And then also having the jump, and I chose the Samurai class, so felt like Monster Hunter mixed with Ninja Gaiden in a very good way. So like, oh yeah, right on. Shout outs to Grand out there. Yep. I know everybody's been playing Elden Ring, so I mean, every single person is definitely talking about it. So I mean, it's worthy of it, though, man. How you liking it? Like, definitely thumbs up, huh? Like, I mean, I haven't seen anybody really saying that they dislike it so far, but I wonder though, because it is like a difficult game, and it is pretty like gets my heart beating in a tense way that I like, kind of a good way, but like, yeah, it's some of those huge, again, the first time though, like I killed a giant, I felt like after dying to him like 10 times, I was just like, fuck yeah. Like you just kind of learn how to read those attacks and like get in there for that face slash or critical hit. I was like, yes.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Exactly.
That's
the thrill right there, right? Of the Souls game.
Well, again, that's how like Mega Man felt when I was a kid, like playing those and like starting to learn the boss's pattern and like being able to beat him with just your Mega Buster was like the bragging rights, This Ninja Kids game looks interesting. I'm gonna skip it for now though. I'm keeping it kind of Metal Black looks cool as a shooter. I want to get into shooters right now. I was trying to keep it on Bubble Bobblies and like side scrollers. I'll keep it themed on that for now. All right, Bubble Symphony. Here we go.
Bubble Symphony, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, did you play Sekiro, SCHWAG?
No, I didn't. It came out at a really inconvenient time.
Yeah, same with me. So and on top of that, again, living out in Japan, like the Japanese version of that one doesn't have any English offered, and I for a game like that, I didn't want to be confused by kanji, and so I never ended up picking up a U.S. copy of it. May as well put it on my list and try to get it when it's on sale. Even off download.
Yeah.
At this point, I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess, other than collector's things like having the disc, because you still have to do a full install on the system. So I ended up with Elden Ring. I downloaded it off the US PlayStation Store because it was like, you know, $59.99 or what have you there. And then on the Japanese store, it's like 9,200 yen for the same game. But it's like, you know, they just, for a lot of these big Japan releases, they mark it up something. Alright, so I got Bubble Symphony. Cool, it does look like a earlier 16-bit version of Bubble Bobble. I've played very little of it, so I'm gonna jump on and start. Again, I don't think it got a US release. Okay, it's 4 players, alright. I'm gonna go with my boy Bubblein.
4 players. Oh, look at those gals.
Oh, yeah. Got a bow in their hair. Miss Pac-Man down in the court.
That's how you can tell they're girls.
Yeah, that's how you can tell. Bows. That's how it works. Oh yeah, okay, now I'm remembering. The music's not quite as charming in this one, but it does follow the Bubble Bobble theme of playing the same music on repeat for a very long time. Alright. Cool.
Oh, I need to pick a door.
Yeah, I picked a door. Any door. The door I wanted.
Oh.
What would you say to that? Oh boy.
I'd say,
Robots coming at me. You don't know the shit I'm in. Music note. Added something to my inventory.
I
I
thought that
will
was
say
a
again,
ham back
the
there.
controls feel really good. Yeah, actually, yeah, for Grand out there, as for the US release of the Egret Mini 2, I think Limited Run Games, I saw them saying that they got the rights to it. So check out their website or Twitter account. I think, I don't know when their release date is on that one. I'm not sure. Again, with this one, I could have pre-ordered from a store or like one of the other chains, but Amazon Japan had it for 2,000 yen, like about $20 cheaper. Wow, there's a girl in a cat suit. This is pre-Mario 3D. Yeah, so they had it cheaper on Amazon Japan, so I just ordered it off there. And on top of that, not wanting to go out, kind of worked out for me. But yes, US release, I think limited run. Check it out. I'm sure they charge it accordingly. I mean, it doesn't need any localization more so. There's already English settings on this one, so. But yeah, this is nice. Again, now with that flip of the graphic switch, now I'm like totally enjoying everything. Like, I was like just having that fuzziness on there. I was like, I don't love these filters that try to blur the pixels. Ooh, yeah. Get them. Wash them down, boys. Wash them through. I want that diamond. I want that cake. I want it all, baby. Give it all to me. Oh, I gotta go down to get more cake. Oh, all right. Moving me on anyway. Okay, some of these enemy designs aren't quite as charming as previous Bubble Bobbles, but girl in a cat suit, I don't know why I'm bubbling her up. How she got the job. Ooh, I got a rainbow. Okay, give me a Rainbow Islands rainbow. That's cool. I see what it's teaching me. How to use the rainbow. It falls down and breaks hearts. That's what all rainbows do. Fade away. Break your heart. Okay, no, this music's not bad. Diamond me. 9,000 points. Yeah, the controllers, I do think I'm going to get the trackball controller just because of the 10 games it comes with. There's some games on there that I'm like stoked to play. Wow, this is cool. Sorry, boss fight early on, it's super drunk. Like some sort of version, it looks like fake super drunk. It's like, got a costume. It's not reacting to my bubbles. Oh, I gotta definitely use those. Uh-oh, these are bad though. Oh, I can shoot rainbows. I shoot rainbow bubbles and I gotta burst them. I shoot the rainbow bubbles and then I gotta burst them.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Not one bit.
Oh, I killed myself as he's dying. Let me just continue to see where this goes. Yes, I'm gonna stay bubbling. just want to see it reveal, like, that I'm right, that he's just a guy in costume. He's not the real super drunk boss from level 120 or whatever from Bubble Bobble. Like I can really lay on these bubbles. As you can probably hear, SCHWAG, through the mic, the buttons do feel quite nice and clicky. I don't know what the rate up. Oh, he's bubbled up. Yeah, bubbled him up. Bubbled him up. Yeah, let me eat all those. I want an egg, I want to eat the ice cream. I want it all. Look at there's cans in the background, like, just like cheersing it up.
Oh.
That's great. Going to Radish Land. Seeing Radish Land, bozos. Ooh, slug woman.
First thing you see there.
That'll be the first time I got the Radish Man. Oh! Died. I ran into a guy on a unicycle. That would kill me in real life.
That's the first time that's happened.
Crush my spirits. Yeah, I wish we could be playing with me, SCHWAG. Bubble Bobble's one of these. It's funny because we have the etiquette of, like, we play a lot of shooters, you and I, like cave, like bullet hell shooters. And while most of those games do offer a two-player mode, we never play two-player on it at all. It's always a one-player affair that we take turns and watch each other play. But Bubble Bobble is a two-player game. All right, look at this.
I'm back.
Oh, you fell out. Didn't even notice you were gone.
Yeah. What were you saying about etiquette?
Oh, I was just saying you and I have always had the arcade etiquette as, like, you and I being really into bullet hell shooters and shooters in general of, like, despite all those games offering a very competent two-player mode, we never two-player it. We always play one player and take turns and watch each other and, like, evaluate each other's strategy. And, like, it's an interesting... But Bubble Bobble's like a game that's made for two players, like... The shooters, that's for me.
Yeah,
definitely. Red over here.
Bubble.
There we go. Pompon. Oh, music got tense there. Just give me my bananas. Yeah, this controller is adequate though. It's not detachable from the thing, so that's the only thing. I do have, despite not buying the Astro City Mini, I did buy the USB arcade stick for it, just out of memories of, well, I don't think I'm revealing too much by saying SCHWAG owns an Astro City real machine. And, you know, when we roomied it up for a while, it was in the living room for the longest time, and we had great memories of playing Donon Pachtaiojo and Escaluda. Great vertical shooters on that thing. So I bought the Astro City stick because it was that good. Oh, wow, this is great. You got Mizu-kun doll. That looks like the Pokey and Rocky girl. And then you got Bub dolls there. And then you got the Dutch boy with Mizu-kun and then the other guy from Don Don in the background. Wow, that's cool. It's a lot of Taito shoutouts in a continue screen. Yeah, I would love it if, oh, they give me a lot of options. Well, I don't want to be 2Ks here. How do I go back? Oh, jeez. Well, that's egg on my face. Oh, I'll have to test that. I'll have to look at that one later. Let me jump on. I'm going to get out of this one, see where we're going to next. Boom. Back to top. Right. Symphony. Ooh, I will enjoy some elevator action at one point, but should I do any Puzzle Bobble just to check what this 2X version's all about, or should I just jump to Bubble Memories? Well, let's keep it on the bubble. Let's compare, like, we just...
Yeah.
Let's go keep it a bubbling. Keep them bubbling.
Yeah. Keep them bubbling.
Let me just update. This is Bubble Memories. Bubble Memories, the story of Bubble Bobble 3. Oh, that was a good Taito intro screen. Got to love it. Oh, that's great. I'm loving this intro. All right, Bubble Memories. I do love my Bubble Memories. Precious Bubble Memories. Yep.
You're always going on about them.
BB3. Loving it already. I don't think these games got a US release at all.
No, I don't think so either.
I got these for my brother, but I know he doesn't watch this, so I got, let me switch cameras real quick, but I got Pikmin gummies that they have in the stores. I got some of the, like, a couple packs of these, but you got various Pikmin shapes, or gummies shaped like red, blue, and yellows. Yeah. You know what? My brother's not here, and I couldn't go back for Christmas, so sorry, Nick. I'm eating one of your packs of Pikmin gummies right now. Here we go. Pikmin gummy live on the air eating. Quick break. Oh, look at that gummy. Let's get a focus on that gummy. That's a red Pikmin right there. Camera's doing a bad autofocus. I gotta learn how to control this bad boy. Get an autofocus on that gummy. Let me get that gummy autofocus. Oh, that's a firm gummy. Not too strong of a flavor. Yellow Pikmin. Really like Pikmin 3. I was hoping to hear some Pikmin 4 news in that Nintendo Direct. Alright, I'm gummied up. Gummies with my coffee.
Coffee and gummy?
Add it to the list, right? What else am I doing wrong?
Can I pre-order some gummy?
Got some coming your way.
Oh yeah. We just I got a good glimpse of that on the screen. Those are kind of cool looking gummies.
All right, story game, practice game. We're going story game. I don't know what a practice game is. Oh wow, cool. That was a very cool take on the Bobble intro screen. Wow, I like it. Wow. All right, I'm already loving this. Oh my goodness. Whenever that lag catches up for you, you're gonna see what I saw, and you're gonna be blown the fuck away. Huge demon on the screen. Did you see that? Did it catch up to that? No? Are that far behind?
Not yet, no. Yeah.
Bubble memories, my friend. Bubble memories. Ooh, good. I got good Japanese snacks as always. Oh, yep. They always bring us the robots. I forget the robot name. The character. Ooh, Bob wants me to press player 2. Sorry, Bob. Alright, take my ice.
Oh, whoa.
Cool as sin. Got some devilish stuff coming in this game. Kind of cool epic music too. Again, I only knew like that there was a Saturn port of this one, and yeah, I guess the soundtrack is celebrated. I always mix up memories and memories and Symphony. Yeah. Great, interesting sequel names.
Yeah.
This one's the one that said the story of Bubble 3, right? Oh no.
Yeah. I'm liking the way this looks though. I've never played this one either.
Again, they've all played well, but I do like the animation for Bub on this. Like, yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. The way it looks. Aesthetics are on point. Oh boy.
See something in the background there.
Potion, give me the potion. Diamond, give me the potion, give me all the ice cream. Oh, ghost sheep, I like this. So scary. Don't want to fight them in Elden Ring. Ghost sheep. All the sheep I've killed, oh boy, it's coming back to haunt me.
Yeah, but there's a scene like in Metal Gear Solid 3 or all the sheep and
I'm ready for that.
birds come back.
And I wandered into an area in Elden Ring though where it was just like all these giants like walking together. I just like fuck the other way, like, oh man, I'm not ready for like a bunch of giants and just kill one. And the one big thing I'm learning is like divide and conquer. Like in those games, like it is really hard. Like, but now that I've gotten the horse, I'm finding that's a great strategy for dealing with some groups as far as like sniping in, getting them to chase you and break them up. Oh boy, how do I get out of here? I lost the diamonds, not the diamonds! Oh, that's terrible. Oh boy. Oh wow, I'm loving the little drawings for the continue screen. It's giving you the advice about button to get into. Alright, that's cool. I like this. These are all games I'm definitely going to play much more of. Wow, today's record is 940. That's quite a round up. At least I'm making the scoreboard, eh?
True.
At least I'm making the scoreboard. Good game over screen. It's Bub and Bob falling onto a carpet, just flattened out. Boom. Great. I'm a fan. We'll be playing more of that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Menu here real quick. So I pretty much was just wanting to do a quick venture through the list and check mostly the Bubble Bobble games. Any last thing on here you think I should pop on, SCHWAG? One more bonus one? Taking a look.
Ooh.
Anything that seems interesting. Of course, got original elevator action. That's always good. Got Jack and Pop. Jack and Pop's on a similar theme. May as well check Jack and Pop.
Yeah, let's do a quick check and pop.
Good checking the Jack and Pop.
Pop in on check and pop.
Was it checking or checking? That's cute.
Checking.
Yeah, it's got the same like monstro like enemies from Bubble Bobble in it. So it is a cousin Bubble Bobble. Miss Chackin and Mr. Chackin. Take back our hearts, okay? See you later. Alright. Alright, training stage, alright. Oops, I can shoot some blood out. Ah, but I die by the blood too. I get it. Your training stage is over. Good luck to you. Alright, that's a true arcade game. You died once. Okay, so I can Spider-Man and climb on all surfaces here. I want to take back the hearts though, so. Let me get my heart. It's a caged heart. Oh no, I bombed myself again. So that's the pop in Jack and Pop. It must be. Okay, and both buttons do it. I get it. I see what I'm doing here. Okay. I got it. I'm a Jack. I pop. I get it. It's not brain surgery, SCHWAG. Getting these things to hatch the eggs and kill the monstros. Okay. But I gotta get my heart first. It's all good. It's not as straightforward a gameplay as a Bubble Bobble fan might like. But I'm sure I'm busting some ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of
Long
ghosts,
leg here.
SCHWAG, despite what any songs you may have heard me sing at karaoke. I am not afraid of ghosts. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. Is what I said. And you took my double negative seriously and you thought I was really afraid of ghosts.
I really did. I'm sorry I couldn't help it.
Yeah, well, what I meant was I'm not afraid of ghosts. Okay? So, cleared up.
Okay.
I ain't afraid of
If
no
you say
ghosts.
so.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Yes, I meant that made it sound like I'm really scared of ghosts. You're the smartest guy in the room. Alright.
Well, Tony knows how to use double negative.
Wow,
Oh, look at that apple.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, no. I got long legs when I want to. I like that.
Yeah, but only when you want to, though.
Only when you want to, yeah. Let me get up here. Oh boy, we got two guys coming to help. How do I get in there? I killed everybody else. Oh, they're pushing hard. This is getting intense. Alright, let me get down here and see if I can get my heart. No, they got me. See, what happened was one of the ghosts went up there. I didn't know how to kill him up there. I gotta check and pop him. Real check and popping bastard. Hold on, we're trying this. Interesting that they greenlit this one. I mean, in terms of it's like just like the controls and everything. It's more of a provocative, like money stealer, probably. I've never heard anyone rave about Jack and Pop over the years. So. All right, I don't know how to progress here. I can't get to the last enemy that I need to kill. I can't drop my trademark bombs on him.
Yeah.
I can't quite get that heart because it's caged up. Your heart's in a cage, like Billy Corgan says. Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do want to get that Pokey and Rocky on Switch. Sorry, I see Grand mentioning that in the comments, but yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's also got the old version on it too. Those cartridges go for a bit. But I've never actually played Pokey and Rocky, but it does look like a game I would like to play. All right, that's that. I don't know what to do in that. Shack and Pop, death. Excuse me. I'm gonna check for one more set of bonus games here, SCHWAG, before we call it a day. Yeah, call that progress. Water Zone looks cool. Fairyland Story looks in the same vein. Kiki Kai Kai must be Pokey and Rocky or related to it in some way, or maybe that's the Japanese title. I haven't done any research on this, so forgive me. Oh, please forgive me. Story. Wow, these are some. Got some titles on here. I'm stoked. I love this. I'm gonna have to get that trackball one though. I am like attracted by the Arkanoid alleyway style games that are on there, so I think I might go crazy. Just get it while I can. The world's going crazy, SCHWAG. We gotta get it while we can.
Get it in space vein somehow.
Just for the bonus, I'm gonna jump on Puzzle Bobble 2X. We're just handling all the Puzzle Bobble guys right now.
All right, that sounds good.
Again, I know my Bust a Move very well. Bust a Move 1's always been my favorite. Oh, wow, cool. I got a boot up thing. But 2X, I don't know what version this was. They have Bust a Move 2, aka Puzzle Bobble 2, on the US eShop also, which that one had some good versus modes in it. And, like, I got good memories of that one as well, though I do like this one. Okay. This one I remember playing on PS1 back in the day. Here we go. Yeah, me versus. I'm gonna do a single player one. I'm gonna do versus mode. That's what all others are about. No, let's just go Futsu, which is normal here. Okay, cool progression map. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish you could be playing with me on here, SCHWAG. It's but thank you for sticking with me the whole time anyway.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm happy to see all these games and enjoy them with you.
I don't need to play this one too long. Mostly, I just wanted to see which version this was. Yeah. A little bit wider screen with bigger busts and good bubble or Bub and Bob sprites. Alright. Passage time is 26 seconds. Well, of course, okay, yeah. Puzzle Bobble can get into for days, so. Yeah, well, that's cool. I think that's about a good time to call it for the time being. I gotta take this dog out for a little cruise and get on with it as well. But this is awesome. I will definitely be streaming some more of this. I can't wait till SCHWAG, you and I could actually get together in person once the world could permit here, and we could actually play some of this on our own. Oh, that's great. Well, I flicked the switch on the back.
Yeah.
That's the closing song. But yeah, once again, give us a follow on here. Shout outs to everybody who jumped in here. Grand, yes, I would like to play some Pokey and Rocky, so that is some online mode. We might have to see what we could do on there. SCHWAG, get some streams on 2-player of some shooter type games if we can. But meantime, I'll be just eating Pikmin gummies. Out of focus, in focus, don't matter to me. All good. Anything you have to add, SCHWAG? Shout out to Big Weather.
Oh yeah, we nearly forgot to mention our sponsor, Big Weather.
Big Weather.
Great weather out today, nice and warm. Took a great walk.
It's warming up here in Japan too. Here in Yokohama, beautiful pre-spring day. Gonna get a little colder, but meantime, Pikmin are tasting. Mwah. So, Pikmin 4 confirmed. We got the Pikmin gummies. Yep. Sorry, finish.
Works.
Sorry for finish. Just seeing him jumping in here late. We're just tuning out for now, bud, but we'll be back here soon. So, shout outs to all. We will see you soon. Bye. Bye. Oh, these are good gummies. Taste the Pikmin souls rising in your mouth. Had the blue yet. no blue in here? This package is all yellows and reds and no blues? A single white Pikmin.